Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back, y'all. My name is Elle, and this is my perspective. Today, I want to talk to you about the noise in Merida, Mexico. Is there noise? Of course, there's noise. When is the noise? Y'all, when is not the noise? Okay. The only time I want to say that I didn't really hear a lot of noise or see a lot of traffic was like that morning of New Year's. And that's when I was over there at Hotel Kenya and the hospital was there and like all that. Like I was like, oh my, it was like it wasn't quiet and it wasn't dead, but that was the least amount of noise and traffic that I had experienced, right? Um, y'all, it's always something going on. What is it? You got your neighbors, you can hear your neighbors. Um, Neighbors are doing different things. They may have parties, they may have get-togethers. Here's the other thing. I'm in an apartment, right? And in the apartment, same thing that I experienced in the hotel. If there's a game or something going on that is a gathering of sorts, do you know how in the United States, if there was a game and you invited people over, they would come over, they would be in the house, y'all be loud, y'all be doing your thing, right? In the hotel and here, what I have noticed is that sometimes people will have a gathering or a get together, whatever the case is, the front door will remain open. Even in the hotel, the door to the room was open, and everybody is just like, it's like I don't care. You can see what I'm doing. You can, I don't know. It's just different. So yes, that is something. So imagine how noise carries if a door is closed and how much more it will carry if a door is open. So I have noticed those things. Sometimes there is no get together, but a door will still be wide open. I have a neighbor that sometimes I'll leave and the door will be wide open. And it's just like, I know privacy is a huge thing, but y'all, my eyes still be like, I still look into the unit. I know that's rude, but I do. I just want to see, I want to see how her layout is compared to my layout. So yeah, just just those things. And she has really strong air freshener because you can walk by and smell her air freshener. It's just gonna slap you like, did you smell me? I said, and I'm like, yes, I smelled you. So yeah, that's just that. Cars. If a car is selling food, it doesn't matter, y'all. The moo man will come through, like the Mary Moo cow. Like imagine a cow saying moo, right? Imagine a mooing sound. There is a car that has these speakers because I saw it when I was in the hotel. Here I can't see anything, I just hear. But when I was in the hotel, there is this car that has speakers on the outside, and through the speakers is blasting a cow mooing. That is the milkman. You can stop the milkman and get you some milk. The milkman does make his rounds. So you hear the milkman. You can also hear various people who may be selling um, whatever they're selling, but it's usually food. And again, they have the loudspeakers. They drive slowly through your neighborhood. And when I say in your neighborhood, just because they are not on your street does not mean that you can hear them any louder or clearer. Like you hear them loud and clear when they in front of you. You hear them loud and clear when they 3 streets away. Like they are loud. Um, let's see. There are people that do fireworks or something like that. Just imagine that kind of loud noise. Sometimes it's a single and they're done, or twice and they're done. Other times it can go for 10, 15 minutes. And this is on a day when it's not a holiday. Um, let's see. Parties, music. I think there is some type of music studio, like a business that's a music studio or something, music classes, because you hear different things playing. Um, so yeah, you hear a lot of things. There's an ambulance that's nearby. You hear that. Depending on who, what, where, and when, a few blocks away, there is a school. But sometimes you can hear those little kids playing. Like I'm telling you, people and things can be blocks away, but you can hear it as though it is right outside your door. Like the acoustics hit different here. They do. Let's see what else. Construction, guys. So let me explain construction to you. Construction, I don't care what it is. You can hear some saws, you can hear some hammering, you can hear whatever it is. You're gonna be like somebody building something, somebody doing something. You hear that noise. It is not just because there is a house being built next to you, right? So where I am, I don't know who it is that's doing it, but it's like they come home from work because there's a time where there's nothing going on and you don't even know that there's a sound. But then you can hear when the person gets home from work because a little bit after you hear construction noises. And again, I'm not saying that they're doing construction. They could be building cabinets. They could be an artist of sorts. They could be who, what, wherever. But what I'm hearing is hammering, sawing, and a lot of hammering, a lot of hammering. When does this stop? I have heard it 2 o'clock in the morning, and then like I might wake up to it, and then let's say that I wake up earlier, and it's just time for me to be up. I still hear the hammering, so it could be 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I hear the hammering. Let's see, the earliest that I have heard the lawn care man, landscaper man, do with the weed eater and lawnmower, and it's not a lawnmower, it's a weed eater. 6:30 in the morning. Sometimes he'll come later at night, but not like midnight 30. It's just like at night. The sun has set type thing. Um, let's see. Oh, dogs, guys. So dogs, you're gonna hear all kinds of dogs, all types a day. There's the little dogs, there's the big dogs, there's the dogs barking because they see somebody walking. There is a vehicle that has stopped within their eyesight. And if these dogs are going to bark, then these dogs are going to bark. And so you can kind of gauge where the vehicle has stopped based on the dogs that are barking. You get to learn the dog barks. You know if it's somebody that's in your unit area or if it's the one across the street or cat a corner or whatever. Let's see. Parties, the waterman, there's different delivery people. I still don't really know what they're saying, but there's some that you hear their huge trucks and then they get out and they may yell or they blow the horn to let you know that they are on their way. And then the ground starts like it's the vibrating, like you know it's a big truck that's coming, and they're honking the horn, and then they get to where they are and they honk the horn again, and then they yell something, they get out the vehicle, and if nobody does anything in a couple of seconds or minutes or whatever, then they get back in, they start the truck back up and they go on about their business, and then they do another stop a couple of because they're still honking the horn. So everything, you hear it. It doesn't have to be on your street. You hear it. It can be a couple of streets over. You're still going to hear it like it's right in front of your street. Yes. Am I leaving anything out? Everybody has these loudspeakers that are on the outside of their cars selling meats and everything. When I first heard it, I was here and I heard it, and it just, I don't know. I couldn't make out what they were saying. And my Spanish was just worse than what it is now. And so I didn't know, excuse me, I didn't know what was going on. And I thought at first that it was some type of emergency broadcast because, again, it can be in front of you or it can be 2 streets over, but you still hear it just as clear. And so I didn't know if it was some type of emergency message being broadcast. But later on, I'm starting to gather more, and sometimes I can hear better. And I know one time I heard carne, And I'm like, yeah, y'all talking about meat. Y'all selling something. Another time I happened to be outside waiting for the Rappy man to show up because I had ordered Rappy, and Rappy, again, because of the different things where they cannot come in, like ain't no Rappy about to come up and come through the gate to deliver something on your floor. Or door or anything. So I go out to meet them at the curb. And so as I'm going out to meet them, then I heard one of the cars, like I saw and heard, and I was like, oh, that's that noise. Like you are selling food. So like, yeah, you get to see those things. Again, there's no time limit. Um, dogs, the dogs can do the normal bark, the dogs can do the aggressive bark. I have a dog that is he's she it. The dog is just not socially um trained, I guess. So this dog does a vicious bark when other people happen to be coming into the complex and the dog is outside. It does the same vicious bark if you are outside walking your dog and this person happens to come out with their dog. And so you hear it. But everyone that I have seen has their dogs on a leash, especially when they're in this area, which is great because this dog is very much reactive to everything. With me saying that this dog is very reactive to everything, when it's in the house, you do not hear it at all. As soon as it is let outside, the dog is barking nonstop at everything. And again, it's just because it's reactive, highly reactive. And so where I am, again, there's trees and things all over the place. So as soon as sunset is happening, the bats come out. And so everything is triggering this dog. And this dog, from the moment it is let outside, it is barking and doing the vicious bark non-stop. I believe that the neighbors feel after X, Y, and Z amount of time that they are like, you know what? I'm tired of my dog barking. So then they let their dog back in. That dog stays outside less than any of the other dogs in the neighborhood. And I think it's just because the dog barks freaking nonstop. Like all the other dogs, they bark when people are there and when trucks stop. And of course, people are there. Um, Even when a truck is driving by or when the moo cow car comes by, the anybody else comes by, like those dogs don't bark because they know that that car is still driving. It is not a threat to them. It is doing its thing. This dog will bark at everything. The dog will also charge and hit things that are up against the gate. So you hear all of it nonstop, nonstop. Ambulances. Um, I don't think I've ever heard a police car. So when police cars go by and police trucks, they already have their lights on. I haven't seen a police car truck. Well, yes, I have. But for the most part, police cars and trucks have their lights on. And so they're just driving, just being, hey, see me. And they have their lights and things on, but I don't hear them so much with their sirens going. But ambulances, yes, you will hear that. Excuse me. Again, there's no time limit. This is what I will tell you. Since I have been here, um, my body has changed and I am in sync with the sunrise. So within 15 minutes or so of the sun rising, I am up, give or take. I am up. So when the man is coming to cut the grass and it happens to be 6:30 in the morning, I'm already up. I'm fully awake. I'm not just, I am fully awake by then. Um, the first thing that I hear that wakes me or that I hear is usually birds. If I do not wake up fully within that 15 minutes, and I really would say within that 15 minutes, the next thing that you will hear are dogs barking. Um, I also fully believe that because my body knows that it is safe, then I'm able to go to sleep. I still hear the gate closing. I still hear doors when they slam, and I mean slam. Um, I hear some dogs barking. I hear things, but because my body knows that I am safe and I am in a safe place, it's not like I am jolted out of my sleep. I'm just made aware and then I go back to sleep. And my eyes have never opened. It's just, okay, it's a car door. Okay, it's a gate closing up at the front. Okay, okay, go back to what we were thinking about. Okay, or dreaming about. It's like that kind of thing. Now go back to me living in Deep Ellum in Dallas, Texas. Like Friday night, Saturday night, any kind of night, any night, shoot, you hear noises, you gunshots, you hear wrecks, you hear all of that. Like your body is up and it's aware, and it's just like, wait, what is that noise? Are we in danger here? Do I need to do something? And so it was always, what do I need to do? I hear this noise. How do I respond? How do I react? There's shootings. I mean, we're talking like right near downtown Dallas. Like you're gonna hear stuff. And so everything that you hear, you need to react. There's something going on. It's an accident, it's police, it's everything. It's everything. Here, my body is like, no, we're safe. You don't have to react. You don't have to do anything. You are safe. And so that is a huge difference. So again, I hear the noise nonstop, but it's not like my body feels like I have to get up and react. There was an incident a few nights ago where I was asleep. It was past 10 o'clock, y'all. Yes, I go to sleep kind of early. But it's because my body is going to wake up right here with the sun rising. And because my body wakes up with the sun rising, like I know when it's time for me to be sleepy, like, yeah, I'm already sleepy and it ain't even 9 o'clock. But I try to tell myself that I can be a big girl and stay up till 9, but I shouldn't. I shouldn't be. I should probably be asleep already or getting ready to sleep. Anyway, so I'm already asleep. My fan is on. I usually put the fan on between 2 and 3 just because it's hot and hot, y'all. It's hot, right? And so the fan is on. Even right now, the fan is on to kind of just have me that breeze. So I'm thinking I'm in Texas and there's a breeze on a hot summer night or whatever, hot summer day. And that's the vibe that I give myself. So that's why y'all really don't see me recording no big old shirts because it's hot. Um, but I'm asleep and the fan is on. And when the fan is on, it's like maybe a foot away from my head. But there is this noise that woke me up. And the reason it woke me up is because my body could not identify what the noise was. And so I get up, I turn on the flashlight, and I'm trying to figure out what is this noise. As soon as I turn the flashlight on, it stopped. And so I was like, well, that's weird. Maybe it's just done. So I'm about to get back in, turn off the flashlight and everything. And then as soon as I turn the flashlight off, the noise starts again. So I turn the flashlight back on. I put my foot out of the bed to step in a flip flop because you always look to see where you're stepping and then you don't step straight on the ground. You put your flip flops on. And so I do that and I get to the door. And when I'm at the edge of my bedroom door, the noise stops again. And I'm like, well, is it something in my house that sees that I'm getting closer to it? And so it's stopping. And so I'm still like on guard and everything. And again, this is probably why I woke up because it's a noise that my body was not familiar with. And it was just like investigate so we know what it is, and then you can rest. And so what I ended up doing is I came on in, and as I'm getting closer, I'm probably in my kitchen area, and I hear a door. And so I'm like, okay, so it's not inside, but again, the acoustics, everything, the sounds, everything is like it's right here, always. If it's not in your apartment, then it's right outside your door or right on the street in front of you. Like it's that crisp and clear. And so as I'm standing in here, then I hear water falling and I hear that noise start back up. And then I hear just that door that I had heard, but then the door closes and the two locks lock. And I was like, oh, it's that man. There is a man when electricity goes out for too long. So the electricity does go out, but the electricity where I'm at, when it goes out, it's probably for 3 seconds max. But the other day, the electricity went out, y'all, for 4 minutes. And so the man had come out and then he went outside the gate and he was trying to see like what we're in. And I think he was trying to see if it was just us or if it's everybody. And I think he realized that it was everybody. And so then he went back in. And again, like I said, 4 minutes, 4 minutes total. Then the electricity came back on and we were good. But it's that same man that was the door. And so then I heard him close the door back. So he knew whatever it was had bothered him as well. This is probably 10, 11 o'clock. I want to say it was like 11 o'clock at night. I want to say it was probably 11 o'clock at night. But whatever it was, he heard it. He had come out, saw what it was, and then went back in, and you heard both of the locks lock. And so I'm hearing water and I'm hearing this noise, and I'm able to put it together because the lady above me cleans nonstop after she eats her dinner and stuff. She just cleans. She's sweeping and everything. And so what it was she had those bristle brush things, those like you're cleaning the concrete type thing, you're cleaning tile. That's what she was doing. She was cleaning the area outside her home, which is a common thing. It's just that it was so late at night that she was doing it, and not just cleaning, but soap and water type cleaning type thing. So the water was falling down on our level. And so it's like, what is that noise and what is that water? And so I think that's what made him open his door. But because I know that she cleans, and when I came over this way, still in my apartment, when I heard the water, I was like, oh, she's cleaning her sidewalk and porch area. So then I went back to bed. But at the end of the day, hopefully this works for you, is that your body is able to adjust. I'm not saying, if you don't want to wake up with the sun, then that part, but I'm just saying, hopefully your body gets to a part where it knows that it's safe. It knows that you are safe. And just because noises continue while you're asleep, that they don't keep you up, that you're allowed to sleep, knowing that you are safe and that you're in a safe place and space. And only when there's foreign noises that you haven't heard and haven't quite identified, that you actually wake up. It again, it's not a deep elem thing where you hear a gunshot, it's a gunshot. And then you find out there was a drive-by, you find out there was a shooting, you find out that at the club somebody shot and killed somebody. Like, it's not that situation where you need to be on 10. It's the gate closed. It's okay. Someone came home late or someone left late. It's okay. You're safe. So hopefully that makes sense and doesn't discourage you from the noises. They're going to be here. Just allow yourself and your body to know that you are safe, which is another reason why Merida, Mexico was a best choice for me, because coming from the United States, that is something that I really needed to know, was just to let my body know and to let myself know. And of course, my mama, because I'm her baby. But just to let everyone and myself know that I'm safe. So that allows the body to let the guards down, to return to its natural state, which even means waking up with the sun and all that lovely stuff. So again, do not let the noises discourage you. They may bother you during the day when you hear them and you're trying to do something, but when it comes to going to sleep, hopefully you can just sleep through the noises, unless it is something that your body is unable to identify and you need to wake up to investigate. Until then, guys, if y'all have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, leave it in the comment section. Okay, guys, talk to you later. Bye.